Okay, well, hi everyone. Sarita here, and I'm going to be making some salsa here. But before I do, I wanted to share with you about the Fridgesmarts. Now, these Fridgesmarts are awesome. They will keep your produce and veggies, fruit lasting so much longer. How about grapes for 2 months? How about strawberries close to 2 weeks or even over 2 weeks? How about avocados up to 4 months? How about bananas close to 10, 12, 14 days? Keeping them fresh and not turning brown and black, needing to be made for banana bread. So this is the Fridge Smart, and I've got some of my produce in here that I'm going to use for the salsa, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it today. So first of all, it is a hard container. You will see that at the bottom, it has these ridges. Can you see there? And on the side, because when you stack them one on top of the other, it allows air to go around them. Air is really important. Now, what Tupperware found out is that our fruits and vegetables are breathers. They expel, I can never remember if it's carbon monoxide or dioxide, but the carbon that they release. And some of them need more oxygen and some of them don't. So what Tupperware did was they found out that they're low breathers, medium breathers, and heavy breathers, okay? And they're not the ones who call you up on the phone. But right here, on here, there is a graph, and there's 3 sections, including one for no breathers, like you don't put them in the fridge or whatever. But it will tell you if they're low breathers, they are supposed to have a lot of air. Low breathers are they're closed and they have no air to them. Medium breathers, they need some air, and the heavy breathers need a lot of air. And the way that I remember with the graph is on the seal is the word Tupperware. Can you see it? If I tip it, there it is. If I have the word Tupperware facing the graph, it helps me because then I can use the vent according to the graph. And I'm going to turn it around so that you can see how it works. You see how this shifts? It will open this vent accordingly. And here, again, you can see there's 3 slots right here. The one in the middle is closed. Then the one to the left is medium, and the one over here is full. So depending on what I have in there, depending on what it is how I adjust the vent, which is perfect for keeping your produce because it adjusts the air. Now, new refrigerators have really improved the crisper drawers. The problem is there's usually just 2 crisper drawers, and there's 3 types of breathers. So you're going to mix either strawberries with a heavy breather, and that means all the heavy breathers will just suck out all the air, and that makes your strawberries go really fast. Or you will have apples in there, and it will cause other fruits to go faster because apples just causes other fruits to go ripen faster. So we have to adjust with this. So what I do is I take out, I use my drawers for jars and condiments and things like that, small things that I want to find in there. And then everything else, I just put my Fridge Smarts in there according to what it is. And you could put like breathers in with each other. So for instance, on here, it says that tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots are low breathers. So you can put them in the same container. And we have different sizes to adjust it. This one here is the small deep, okay? We also have, if you put 2 of these on here, I'm going to put the seal on real quick. It will make up the medium, shallow. But then we also have the medium, deep, okay? And you can get this as a set. You can buy them individually, but it also comes as a set. And whenever you have a set, it's always worthwhile because you are getting all your produce in and trying it at one time instead of just getting one little piece. These 2 are the minis. And if you have a Tupperware party, you can get this absolutely free. And I love this because you can put your jalapeno in here or your limes and keep them fresh for longer. Now, in case you're saying, well, Sarita, that graph, I have a lot of different vegetables that I want, and I don't think all my vegetables are on that graph. Well, that's okay, because right here is a QR code that you can scan with your phone. Just open it up, like to take a picture, hold it over, and a link, a website link will come up. Click on that, and it'll take you to Tupperware so that you can go ahead and see all the different vegetables that are listed and the different ways to do it. But some of them aren't on there. For instance, remember I mentioned bananas? Well, bananas I keep in the medium deep. Right now this one's holding my tomatoes. But I keep my bananas in here, and instead of having it as a smile, resting it in there as a smile, I turn it upside down like a frown, because then that way it's not bruising the banana on the bottom. And I put it in here, and I put it with the seal on closed, and I can leave it right on the counter. And anytime I want a banana, it might hit me every day, maybe every other day. But whenever I open this container up and it has bananas in it, it smells so good, so good. And if there's a lot of condensation in it, I just get my Tupperware towel, my little dishcloth towel, and just give it a wipe and put the seal back on, and it's perfect. And it will actually last 10 days to 14 days. I've had it close to 14 days, about 13, and it worked perfectly. Today I have tomatoes in here, which are low breathers, so I have it on the closed, and here's all my tomatoes. One tip though, do not wash your produce, your fruits, your veggies before you put it into Fridgesmarts, because when you wash, you are adding moisture to it. You are already manhandling them. And so by doing that, they will actually go faster to, they'll be overripe really fast. Okay. They don't want extra moisture. If you do happen to want to wash something like carrots or celery sticks because you're going to use it for work or the kids' snacks or whatever, I do suggest you can wash them and you can cut them up. You can put them in a medium shallow and put a piece of paper towel on them, and that for like a day or two, and it'll get all the extra moisture out of them, and it will last longer that way. But I don't have kids who need that, and Bob just kind of like takes the carrot, give it a wash, and he eats it right away. So I don't have to do that anymore. So, but this produce keepers will make your food bill stretch. And nowadays, with everything being so expensive, we want to be able to use our monies wisely and to not throw away the produce that we either don't eat everything up in the first 2 days that you buy it. We want to stretch it out to be able to use it in different recipes, and we don't want to throw our produce away. One more thing that I want to show you is I showed you the outside, and I do want to show you on the inside that it does have those ridges in here, and this is what helps the produce from sitting in its own juices. It allows the condensation, the air, the moisture that it creates to rotate around and keep it fresh without ruining. Now, if you have something, a little tip, if you have something like baby corn in there, please put your baby corn this way, not this way, because sometimes the baby corns are just so little that they actually fit in the ridges, especially if you're using some of the bigger containers. It will fit in the ridges, and then they're sitting in their own juices, and you don't want that. So do it across if you happen to use the bigger ones. But this is one of my favorite products of all. I've kept avocados in here for up to 4 months. Bob used to be a general manager of Super Salad, and we could go to the wholesale place, and I bought a case of 40-something avocados because we love avocados, and I put it in my Fridgesmart. It does say not to put it in the fridge, but I did, and I kept my avocados fresh, green, just pulled them out, put them on the counter. A couple of days, my avocados were ready, but I kept them fresh for 4 months. Grapes, I absolutely forgot I had grapes in my fridge. Saw them in the back when I was cleaning out the fridge. We were moving, we were busy doing things. And I was like, oh no, my grapes. Been 2 months. And I thought, I'll just open them up and throw them away. Well, I opened them up and popped them in my mouth because they were still crisp and fresh. So this will absolutely keep your fruits and vegetables fresh for longer. So I just wanted to introduce you to the Fridgesmarts, and I'll see you soon because I have other prep things to show you before I make my salsa. All right, bye.